Ever wondered how to make filled chocolate donuts at home? Well, you're in for a treat. There's something wonderfully satisfying about creating these sweet, fluffy delights from scratch. Imagine the warm aroma of fresh donuts filling your kitchen, the soft texture, and the burst of rich chocolate with each bite. Not to mention, the joy of seeing your loved ones' faces light up when they take that first bite. In the next few minutes, you will learn how to prepare these delicious donuts in your own kitchen. Before we start, gather all the necessary ingredients. For the dough, you'll need 3½ cups of all-purpose flour, 2¼ teaspoons of active dry yeast, 1/4 cup of granulated sugar, ½ teaspoon of salt, 3/4 cup of warm whole milk, 1/4 cup of melted unsalted butter, 2 large eggs, and a teaspoon of vanilla extract. For the filling, prepare 1 cup of chocolate ganache or chocolate pudding. For the glaze, you'll require 1 cup of powdered sugar, 2 to 3 tablespoons each of cocoa powder and milk, and a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Now that we have everything ready, let's move on to the preparation. First, we will prepare the dough. Start by mixing warm milk and yeast in a small bowl. Let this sit for around 5 minutes until it's foamy. Now, in a larger mixing bowl, you'll want to combine the flour, sugar, and salt. Add the foamy yeast mixture, eggs, melted butter, and a dash of vanilla extract to the dry ingredients. It's time to get hands-on and knead the dough until it's smooth and elastic. This should take about 8 to 10 minutes if you're kneading by hand, or around 5 minutes if you're using a stand mixer. Once kneaded, place your dough in a greased bowl and cover it with a kitchen towel. Let it rise in a warm spot for about an hour, or until it's doubled in size. After the dough has risen, punch it down to release any air bubbles. Roll it out on a floured surface to about 1/2 inch thickness and use a round cutter to cut out your donut shapes. Any dough scraps can be re-rolled to make more donuts. Place your cut donuts on a baking sheet lined with parchment paper and let them rise again for another 30 minutes. With the donuts shaped and ready, we can proceed to the frying step. Now comes the exciting part, frying the donuts. Heat up your vegetable oil in a deep pot or fryer until it reaches a temperature of 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Carefully lower your donuts into the hot oil, remembering to work in batches to avoid overcrowding. Each side should take about a minute or two to achieve that perfect golden brown color. Once fried, remove your donuts and let them drain on paper towels. As they cool, let's prepare our chocolate filling. Using a piping bag fitted with a round tip, gently inject your chosen chocolate ganache or pudding into the side of each donut until filled. Next, we whisk together powdered sugar, cocoa powder, milk, and vanilla extract to create our glaze. Dip the top of each cooled and filled donut into this sweet concoction and let it set on a wire rack. And there you have it. Your homemade filled chocolate donuts are ready to serve and enjoy. Making filled chocolate donuts at home is simpler than you thought, right? With just a few steps, you've created a delicious treat that's sure to impress. Remember, there's joy in every bite you've crafted yourself. Serve them with a cup of coffee or a glass of milk and enjoy the fruits of your labor. Happy cooking!